like most people should know this by now, but I guess with all the new people that have been subscribing, not many of you guys know what I actually do for a living. Because that's one of the main questions that I get asked quite often. What do you do for a living? How do you afford to travel? For those of you that have been here since the beginning, you know that I left an IT job that I was at, I think I was at that particular company for about 9 years. And during that time, I was doing photography. I've been doing photography now for about 7 years. And about 2 years ago, I left that day job, the IT job, to pursue photography on a full-time basis. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's not like I was making tons of money doing photography that I can just go off on my own. The main reason why I could quit my day job was because my wife, Casey, got a full-time job as a teacher. That left me a little bit more freedom to explore the possibility of becoming a professional photographer. Shortly after I left my job, I decided that I would concentrate all of my efforts into doing this whole YouTube thing because I feel like this is the future. And I'm not just talking about vlogging, I really want to pursue making videos as sort of the core of what I do. So over the past year and a half, I've been doing less and less photography and spending all of my free time making vlogs, making travel videos, and just really diving into this whole thing here. And then right around when all that started happening, my sister-in-law decided that she would move her salon to a new location, and along with that, my studio as well, because I was using her basement as sort of my shooting space. After my sister-in-law moved her salon to the new location, she gave me the whole garage to build up as I see fit. But the only problem is all the junk that was at the old location got shoved into the garage. So a while back, we were working on cleaning out the garage at my sister-in-law's salon. And we made really great progress. This entire garage was packed with junk. But then winter came, it got too cold to work in here, and as you can see, the junk is starting to accumulate again. I really need to get with my brother and try and get rid of all of this crap. The problem is we just have nowhere to go with it. Some of the stuff we need, the other stuff we're just not sure about. And then of course I have some of my stuff here as well, like that car, which by the way I'm trying to sell. I really don't want to get rid of it. It's a nice car, a bit of a classic. They don't make them like this anymore, but for those of you that are in the know, this is an AMG E55. It's a beast. I just don't have room in my life for toys like this anymore, so it's gotta go. So anyway, fast forward to now, and where I'm at currently with my photography is that I'm still doing photography. As a matter of fact, I have a shoot today and a wedding later this week. I'm just not really that focused on putting out content that's related to photography. I'm really focused on making videos. The problem that I'm having mainly with my photography is that I don't have a space to call my own, but something popped up just recently and I just couldn't pass it up, and this is it. This is my new studio. I mean, it's not really mine, it's a shared space. But what's nice is that I'm really the only one that's sharing this space. I mean, I think there's one or two other people that use it, but very rarely, and usually in the evening. So it's almost like I have this whole space to myself. It's very wide open, lots of natural lights. Has some cool walls that I can use as is or mount backdrops to. And it's located conveniently in downtown Lebanon. The only problem is that the ceilings aren't very high, just the standard 8-foot ceilings. And again, like I said, it is a shared space. And at some point, I'm gonna get back to the salon garage and get that all worked out, but I kind of need my brother and sister-in-law's help with that because a lot of the junk that's in the garage is theirs. I just don't know when that's gonna happen. So anyway, there's the update. Going forward, I will tell you that I'm trying to take my business away from doing portraits, weddings, and just what I call social photography, you know, the pictures of people on the walls, things like that. I'm not gonna entirely go away from it, but I really wanna focus on building up my brand as sort of like a photography support, where I have workshops where I can rent studio space. I can teach people how to use off-camera lighting because that's sort of my specialty, and just in general education. And maybe at some point I'd love to do some sort of like a travel workshop where I take people that are interested in learning about photography and learning about filmmaking, and then we go someplace cool like maybe Cambodia, and you guys have me for a week or whatever, and I'll show you all of my secrets, and I'll take you to places like way deep into rice fields, and we can take pictures of, you know, people catching fish or whatever. So there you go. That's kind of my my update in a nutshell. All right, gotta get to work. So my first photo shoot of the day is my daughter Alyssa. Doesn't she look pretty? Give her a thumbs up if you like her outfit. What are you doing?
This hill is making me walk like...
I know, it gets even steeper down here. But it's shortly after 1, so we've got this really harsh sunlight beaming down on us right now. So it's not the ideal conditions, but we'll make do. I'm just gonna find some shade and work around the shady areas.
This hill is too steep, I can't walk away. Where are you at?
Right in this area. I think I'm gonna go over to that dock over there. But this is called the Union Canal. It's a nice little park on the north side of Lebanon. But this canal itself has some history behind it. I don't know when it dates back to, but it's really old, and they used to use this to transport goods over water. It figures that earlier today it was nice and overcast, a little bit of cloud and just a tiny bit of light leaking through. And now all of a sudden it's just really sunny, and then maybe we got some clouds, but it's just not enough to give you that nice soft light that I'm looking for. So we're gonna switch locations, maybe find a building to shoot against. Gorgeous weather out there right now, but not the greatest kind of weather for outdoor photography. The lighting is just very, very harsh right now, but we did manage to get up a couple of nice shots when the clouds actually covered the sun. Anyway, back in the studio now. I've got a meeting at 5 o'clock and then another shoot at 6. All right, I have Maddie here with me. She's been on the vlog before. We're doing a yeah, it's been a while. We're doing a portfolio update for Maddie, and I'm gonna start on this very basic lighting setup. One light. But let me have you stand there. I just wanna get my settings down here real quick. Can you slide this way a little bit? There you go. It's actually been a while since I've shot inside a studio set. Here's the thing, it's nice, it's big and open, but the 8-foot ceiling is really limited.
Yeah.
I really need to get up just a little higher so that this, like the center point is like coming down on top of you.
Tu fais semblant.
Non, je pense que vous êtes alors une petite bourgeoise.
Je peux pas dire ça parce que je suis une actrice qui est très vilain chez les bourgeois. Tu fais semblant d'être content, mais tu as blanc d'être content, mais tu as blanc d'être content.
Alright, we're going on the second look. I'm going with a more direct light. I want this to be kind of punchy and you know, gritty looking. Yeah, I think that's the heels will look good with this setup. I like the black. Yeah, it doesn't look too short to me.
Okay.
So it
When
looks
I wear
good.
them with sneakers and I leave them down, it looks like they stray.
Right.
C'est important d'avoir de beaux yeux. C'est tout ce que je demande à une femme comme à un homme.
Blanc d'être content, mais tu as mal autant que moi. Tu me disais copain toujours, mais tu rêvais au grand amour, ce grand amour. Tu fais semblant.
Regardez le monde autour de moi avec des grands yeux émerveillés.
D'être content, mais tu as mal autant que moi.
Good job. So first shoot in my new space was a success in my opinion. Of course, Maddie makes it super easy. All I have to do is turn some music and just take pictures while she poses because, you know, she's a professional, so it just makes it so much easier. But I really like the natural light coming from the windows. I definitely have to make use of that more, and I love being able to set up my backdrop and changing between the natural light and my off-camera flash. So overall, really digging the new space. The only downsides would be the low ceiling. It's only an 8-foot ceiling, so that's sort of a limitation, and also the lack of air conditioning or heating. Today was probably about mid-80s and it didn't get too hot in there, so I'm not too worried about it getting too hot, but I would imagine in the winter it's gonna get really cold in there, so oh well, we will deal with that when the time comes. Now I think I need to go find something to eat. Alright, over at my mom's house, what are we making here? We got some clams. Oh yeah, that's the good clam right there. What was somebody trying to call me? Ooh, we got some India Pale Ale. From Corndy. Yeah boy. Alright. Happy Tuesday. Red wine.
Yeah.
And orange juice?
A little bit. And the juice here.